Steph, Emilio Perez, Staff Deportes. I have two quick questions. Number one, which side is more important tomorrow? Do you guys need to have a better effort or a change of strategy? That's question number one. And question number two, what do you do as an individual to get yourself going when things are not happening the way you want them to happen?
It's all about our effort tomorrow, especially the starting five, how we start the game. Because you assume they're going to play with the same or with the same energy as they did in Game 3. And for us, we have to, just stop that force that they played with in Game 3 and come with more effort and more focus from the jump. And I just basically stick to my preparation and my kind of mental strategy of staying within myself to get myself out of a hole and not panicking, not overcomplicating things, and not trying to psych myself out. So there's a reason that I have confidence out there, and it's about how I prepare for games and for series and seasons and whatnot. So you got to stick with that kind of thought process.
Michael, over here.
Michael Lee with The Vertical. Steph, last year in the finals, it took you probably about 2.5 games to sort of figure out what was going on, what they were doing against you. I know that the first 3 games have been a bit of a struggle. Can you find any parallels between just maybe what it took you a while to get comfortable in the finals last year to maybe where you are right now?
I think it's a little different because Game 1 this year, it was I just didn't make shots, and it was a kind of a different flow in that game. Game 2 was foul trouble. I wasn't out there, for the same amount of minutes that I usually am, and obviously us as a team we're clicking, and there's a lineup out there that just was basically killing, and I was able to kind of sit and watch and enjoy what they were doing. And last night was a struggle, just again foul trouble and kind of dealing with that, but also not being as aggressive as I needed to be. And I don't know what the reason was for that, and it won't be that Game 4.
On the left. Go ahead.
Steph, Roz Goldenwood, CSN Bay Area. You said being more aggressive and you want to be more assertive, especially early in the game. What does that entail? What does that mean exactly? What kinds of things does that do?
Crisper passes, realizing where I am on the floor and how they guard me, whether I can get in the paint a lot more and make plays or look for my shot a little bit more, and just run the offense better than I did last night as a point guard. And obviously not have defensive breakdowns as well, especially on the road. We need to have all 5 guys locked in on that end so we give ourselves transition opportunities and give ourselves a chance to make runs. So basically, that.
Thanks. And Coach Kerr, after the game, called the team. He said you guys played soft. How was that received in the locker room? Why do you think he said that?
Because we were. They were more physical. They were more purposeful about what they were doing. And it took us probably a quarter and a half to kind of respond. And by that time, it's too late. You're down 33-14 on the road in the finals. You're not going to win many games with that kind of deficit. So, and a team that has confidence like they did last night. So, the first 6 minutes of the game tomorrow is going to be important for us to, let them know we're here.
Michael on the left.
Steph, Michael Grange from Toronto Sportsnet. How long did it take you to get comfortable once you kind of reach this MVP All-Star type status with the scrutiny and the criticism that usually comes with that kind of spot in the game? Or are you comfortable with it? How do you manage it?
I don't know if there's ever a point that you kind of break through but it's all a pretty natural kind of process, I think. And the more you go through games like last night or the Thunder series or, you know, lapses during the regular season where you're not playing, you know, up to other people's expectations, regardless of what you have, the expectations you have for yourself. You understand the emotions that come with it, the questions you're asked and whatnot. So I'm pretty comfortable where I am, and know, like I said, for me, every night I have a certain expectation for myself that's first and foremost. And if I don't reach that, then I'm pretty frustrated with myself and know kind of what's coming. And you just deal with it and move on.
Standing up.
Are you motivation anymore, or does it still kind of give you something to?
No, I didn't get here off of motivation from other people. I know, like I said, how hard I work and what I'm blessed with. So just got to stay true to who I am and allow that to carry you through the good times and the game threes.
Got 3 more, 2 on that side, and Mark finishing up. Go ahead.
Mauro Bevacqua, official NBA magazine Italy. How would you rate your finals so far?
We're 2-1.
Personal?
We're 2-1. We're up 2-1 right now, and the story is still unfolding.
Mark and then Ron.
Steph, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. If you had to pick one thing about your play individually in this series that has really frustrated you the most, what aspect would that be?
Getting into foul trouble the last 2 games and not letting myself get a rhythm because of that. You're worried about, you know, staying on the floor and dealing with that, especially early in games. And the lack of aggressiveness. That doesn't necessarily mean more points or more whatnot. I know what that means for me when I'm out there playing, and I haven't done it yet.
Ron, last one on the side.
Steph, Ron Krajcik in the San Francisco Chronicle. How much is your success linked to Clay's, do you think, in the sense that Richard Jefferson was saying that if you get going, that tends to open some space for Clay and maybe vice versa? Do you think the shooting success and struggles are linked much?
I don't. I mean, it's natural thing when I get going, I get more attention and you get more bodies, kind of like a magnet wherever I go on the floor. And then there's open spots for other guys, including Clay, and the same. You know, when a guy gets hot, usually that opens up things for other players on the floor. And you obviously love to see your teammate doing well, and kind of like in the Thunder series where he, you know, went crazy in Game 6 and kept us in it. It got everybody going, everybody feeling good. So for us, that's an important part of what we do. Is, and I think for how we started the game yesterday, neither one of us got going and gave us anything to kind of feel good about. So got to correct that for Game 4.
Do you guys, if I ask one quick follow-up, do you and Clay specifically feel that burden that one of you needs to get going so everybody else will kind of catch that momentum, or whatever word is right?
We're usually a better team when that happens, yeah. So, you know, I think like Clay said last night, the law of averages is, you know, you just stick with it. You got to play like it matters and do something about it. But I like our chances of being able to figure it out.
Thank you, Steph.